Breaking the Mold by Black Orchid. In the heart of New York City's bustling Chinatown, where the aroma of dumplings and the neon lights painted the streets with life, lived two souls destined to weave their stories into the vibrant tapestry of America. Mei Lin, a diligent software engineer, carried the weight of her family's immigrant dreams on her shoulders. Jake Mitchell, a charming and free-spirited musician, strummed his guitar to the rhythm of his heart. Mei Lin's days were consumed by lines of code and endless cups of coffee. Her parents had migrated from Beijing, seeking a better life for their daughter. Mei Lin, her father would say, remember our sacrifices and honor our heritage. Jake, on the other hand, played his music in the subway stations, his soul dancing with every melody. His parents back in Idaho had hoped he'd be a lawyer. Jake, his mother would sigh over the phone, when are you going to settle down and get a real job? Fate's threads wove their paths together one crisp autumn day. Mei Lin rushed to the subway station, lost in her thoughts when the sound of a soulful guitar echoed through the tunnels. Jake strummed away, his eyes closed, his music touching the hearts of strangers passing by. As the last note hung in the air, Mei Lin stepped forward, her face glowing with admiration. That was incredible, she said, applause erupting around her. Jake opened his eyes, a playful grin tugging at his lips. Oh, thanks. You're the first person to actually stop and listen. Their laughter mingled with the subway's rumble as they exchanged stories. Mei Lin marveled at Jake's carefree spirit, and he was intrigued by her dedication to her work. So, Jake teased, do you ever take a break from all that coding? Mei Lin chuckled. Not often, but maybe you can teach me how to play that guitar as a form of therapy. As days turned into weeks, their bond deepened. They explored the city together, sharing laughter, dreams, and the beauty of both their worlds. Jake took Mei Lin to jam sessions, introducing her to a world of music she'd never explored before. Mei Lin, in return, brought him to Chinese restaurants where he discovered the magic of dumplings and Peking duck. One day, as they strolled through Central Park, Mei Lin turned to Jake, a hint of sadness in her eyes. My parents want me to marry someone from our culture, Jake. They want me to preserve our traditions. Jake squeezed her hand, his voice gentle. Mei Lin, you deserve to be with someone who loves and supports you for who you are, not just who your parents want you to be. But love's path was never smooth. When Mei Lin's parents learned of her relationship, their disappointment was palpable. Jake is a good person, but he's not one of us, her mother fretted. Determined to bridge the cultural gap, Jake decided to surprise Mei Lin's parents with a home-cooked Chinese-American fusion dinner. Armed with YouTube tutorials, he attempted to make dumplings, inadvertently sending flour flying in every direction. Mei Lin couldn't help but laugh as she joined the chaos. When her parents arrived, their faces were a mix of shock and amusement at the sight of Jake in a flour-covered apron. We wanted to show you that our love can transcend cultures, Jake said with a sheepish grin. Her father hesitated, then picked up a dumpling and took a bite. A smile crept onto his face. Not bad, Jake. As they shared a laughter-filled dinner, Mei Lin's parents began to see the authenticity and warmth in Jake's intentions. Mei Lin's mother patted his hand. You make our daughter happy, Jake, and that's what matters. Months passed, and the bond between Mei Lin and Jake grew stronger. One evening, as they sat on a rooftop overlooking the city lights, Jake turned to Mei Lin. You know, Mei Lin, I've been thinking. She looked at him, her heart fluttering. What have you been thinking? Jake grinned. I've realized that love is about embracing each other's roots while also forging a path of our own, and I want to walk that path with you. He reached into his pocket, revealing a small box. Mei Lin gasped as he opened it to reveal a beautifully crafted ring. Mei Lin, will you marry me? Tears filled her eyes as she nodded, her voice a whisper, Yes, Jake. 1,000 times, yes. Their love story unfolded like a harmonious melody, a fusion of cultures and dreams. Their wedding was a tapestry of Chinese traditions and American celebration, a testament to their journey. As they stood on the dance floor at their wedding reception, Jake whispered in Mei Lin's ear, Who knew that dumplings could bring two families together? Mei Lin laughed, her eyes sparkling like the city lights. And who knew that breaking molds could lead to such a beautiful mosaic? In the end, love conquered expectations, and two souls dared to craft their own happily ever after, painting the canvas of their lives with music, laughter, and the colors of a vibrant future in the embrace of America's diverse tapestry. Subscribe to hear more romantic bedtime stories that will sweep you off your feet.